What's up guys, we are River, Corin and Mila, also known as North South Travels.
We are kicking off our US road trip in San Francisco, and here are top things you gotta do in 48 hours.
48 hours doesn't give you nearly enough time to explore this incredible city, but we made the most of every second we had. Places like the Golden Gate Bridge and the cable cars are a must. We managed to also squeeze in 16th Street, Fisherman's Wharf, pass by 7 painted ladies, grab a bite in High Ashbury, and make the most of the pretty streets in Russian Hill, which is where our 2 days begin.
Let's go!
Ready?
Let's go! Ready?
Lombard Street and Hyde was our first stop, a great location to see both the cable cars running frequently up and down Hyde and to see one of perhaps the most famous streets in San Francisco, Lombard Street. Often called the most crooked street in the world, nicknamed so because of the 8 hairpin turns that wind down a street residential road. To drive down is only accessible to residents, but you can walk up and down if you can handle the hill.
We've literally just walked all the way down and all the way back up. Such a cool street to see. You're so used to seeing it from above, but it was good to like walk around and see all the houses that are literally built on a slope. And then another good thing is when you get to the top, right behind you, you get the view of Alcatraz, which obviously used to be a prison, and now I believe you can do tours to the island and around it. It's pretty amazing to be able to just see it from here.
I did really want to get the drone up and show you guys, but it's not allowed within the city. I think you're only allowed to use it within park areas and recreational areas. Otherwise, there's a hefty fine. And also I haven't applied for a permit, so, you know, respect the drone laws. But I will try and find a picture and put it up right now to see how cool it looks from above. The great thing about this area is all around you can park for free for up to 2 hours. So there's another place we want to check out, just a 15-minute walk down the hill from Lombard Street.
Even though we're only here for like a short time, so nice to just walk around and like be in the neighborhood, see all the buildings and see the cable cars going back into. It's such a pretty city. I wish we had longer here, but 48 hours we're going to see a lot. The ice cream. Ice cream. February? What February? Summertime.
If you're anything like me, you'll walk around the streets of Russian Hill naming all the movies that come to mind, Mrs. Doubtfire and Dr. Dolittle being childhood favourites. Beside Hyde and Lombard, Filbert Street and Greene are particularly photogenic. Our 2 hours was almost up, and so was our morning over at Russian Hill. We'd had so much more we wanted to see, and as you know, not much time, so we packed up our stuff and bundled back in the car.
Well, that was cool to walk around San Francisco. Every area and every road really feels like a film set. But now, I have got a hot date with some painted ladies.
We could drive for hours. San Francisco is such a pretty city with some quirky characters, to say the least. Having a car to explore meant we were able to tick off quite a few places, but we did see lots of cyclists and public transport, buses and cable cars around the city if you're visiting without hiring a car.
We've just come to another famous street that's in San Francisco, and on the street are 7 painted houses which are known as the 7 painted ladies. They're beautiful, really nicely, and actually one guy's just moving out of his garage sale. So he was really nice, and he actually gave us a really good tip because we had parked outside his house on the street parking, and he said to us, oh, move your wheels in, because everything is on hills obviously in San Francisco. If your brakes failed, then the car would roll inwards, but if you don't do it, you get an $85 fine, so it's good. And also, there's quite a lot of break-ins to cars around here, so make sure there's nothing on show, and the way that they can spot you is if you don't turn your wheels in. So now we know, and we will be extra smart on our travels.
Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on Mila.
Beautiful, there's a road there. Come back up this way, please.
Turned in.
Such a cute street.
As we were walking into Fisherman's Wharf, we bumped into a guy called Ron. He's like a welcome ambassador for Fisherman's Wharf, and he told us about this place, Bodine's, which Corin had actually already marked it on a Google map, so we've come to try out the food.
I got half and half, so half sandwich and small salad, which has got like feta and cranberries and apple and of course grilled cheese.
I've gone for the pulled pork.
She woke up at like 4 AM here, which is like 8 hours. What is that? I don't know, like 12, 1 in England. So she went back for a sleep, but yeah, she's not had an afternoon nap, which would really help. And we keep thinking she's gonna go off, and then she doesn't. So we might be doing it all the way through, which is good in a way because it'll kind of get her back in sync with without the jet lag. But she's so tired, so we'll see how long she lasts. Since 1849, this is the like original San Fran Sourdough Bakery, and actually if you walk to the end you can see them still making it now.
Taking a stroll here was just what we needed to stretch our legs. An area admired by locals and visitors alike for its indoor and outdoor dining, arcade-style attractions, souvenir shopping and bay cruises that let you take in the city from the water.
So Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's a like, it's a little touristy area, lots of little tourist shops, obviously fishermen boats, and lots of fish eateries, so if you don't like fish, probably not the best place to come. We're parked just on one of the side roads, and actually there's a pay by phone parking app which we used the other day if you watched our vlog of Jurassic Coast, so that's really handy. And I think it was cheaper to actually park on the street rather than park in the parking areas that I have allocated around here. There's also a Madame Tussauds, which if you want to do something for the day, that's always good. But yeah, we've had such a lovely evening because it's just about, the sun's just about to go down, so it was that nice kind of dusky time, and we were just walking up and down, seeing people running, seeing people like living around here. It's just a nice place to come down and walk by the waterfront.
Now the POA is to head back to our hotel, collect our bags from Four Seasons, then we're going to go to another hotel, to one hotel, San Francisco, who we actually stayed with in New York. I move my hands around a lot, but yeah, that's the plan. Let's go get our suitcases and also get Mila some dinner. Oh hi!
Oh hi! Look where we are. This room is amazing! Literally, it's so beautiful. Curved all the way around, and a view of this bridge, which really didn't even know about how amazing this bridge is before we came to San Francisco. Oakland Bay Bridge. We stayed with these guys when we were in New York, and we had the view of the Brooklyn Bridge, and this view is just as amazing.
Hoping tomorrow, if Mila is up early doors again like she was this morning because of jet lag, we will see the sunrise, and we'll most likely see the sunrise over this bridge, which will be pretty special. So that is day one over. The plan was to actually go and see Golden Gate Bridge for sunset, but time got away, you know, things took longer than expected, and also we took our time, and plus San Francisco traffic in the city is ridiculous, so it just takes you ages to get everywhere. Mila's getting tired, she's had some dinner, and we are just gonna grab some dinner and chill in the room. So that is day one done.
Good morning everyone, this is our second day in San Francisco, but before we leave we just wanted to show you our hotel room that we stayed in last night because it's amazing. We're actually at one hotel. We stayed with them when we went to New York and we were facing Brooklyn Bridge, and this time we're facing Oakland Bay Bridge, and the view is just amazing, and we're being super blessed with the weather. That's the second day of clear blue skies, so we're going to go out and explore.
So jet lag is still making life a bit of a challenge with Mila. She woke up again around 3:30 AM, so she's been awake, although she's just had a 2-hour nap. I guess the one good thing about jet lag is you see that amazing sunrise that we just showed you.
And you feel like you've done a day's work, and it's only 11 AM. So it's still morning, and we're gonna go out and explore, even though we've done loads of work, had naps, and got ourselves ready for the day.
Sadly, it was time to leave one hotel. We grabbed some breakfast and loaded the car once again with all our stuff.
It's Mila's birthday present, but it's a surprise, so we have to wait like 6 more days.
Yes, I did bring a scooter all the way to the US. She's been so excited for one, and it will come in handy over the next few months. Or at least if I keep saying that, hopefully it will.
We have arrived and we have turned our wheels in so we don't get fined. First stop of our last full day in San Francisco, we've come to 16th Ave. So all over the city they have long staircases with tiles, which is an attraction in the city, so we thought why not come and see it as we're heading to the Golden Gate Bridge after. We've come to 16th Ave, which is closest to there.
This is definitely a place to get your steps in. Mila climbed the entire staircase and back down, albeit slowly while admiring all the pictures and animals created by the tiles.
All the tiles on the stairs have individual names on and animals, and there's a plaque at the bottom that I think explains everything, but as you do, we missed it. So on the way back down we'll check it out and we'll let you guys know what the names and everything and the tiles are all about.
It says here that many hands created this mosaic which pays homage to loved ones and the spirit of the community. So I'm guessing the names are a mix of maybe people who've died in the community, but also everyone that helped. That was so worth doing. Came over to the side of San Francisco to see the tiled steps, and like River said, they're all over the city, but those ones are a really great one because you get to see Golden Heights, which shows you like a really great view over the city. So now we're going to head over to Golden Gate Bridge, but on the way we're going to make a quick pit stop and get some lunch.
We found a spot on the map that looks pretty cool. It's called High Ashbury. We have no idea what there is, but we found a parking spot, so we're going to go check out the street that we just drove through.
Looks like there's lots of restaurants, which is what we want. We want to try and find somewhere for lunch, and it's just across from Golden Gate Bridge. Plus you can pay for parking again on the app, pay by phone, which is just so handy. I can't recommend it enough that you get it on your phone.
As much as we like to plan itineraries, we also love it when we go with the flow and stumble across lively and diverse places like High Ashbury. Birthplace of the 1960s hippie era, it's now a hodgepodge of vintage stores, record shops and eclectic bars and cafes that's well worth putting on your San Fran plan.
Considering we didn't know where to stop for lunch. Hey, we had fun, didn't we? Yeah, we found a cool place, High Ashbury, and it's basically one whole strip of loads of places to eat and drink and buy 60s hippie kind of stuff. We met a guy while we were having lunch and he told us that this is known as like the original 60s like flower power area, and it's a really, really cool place to visit. So now we're gonna go and see the Golden Gate Bridge. There's quite a few different viewpoints that you can view from, and there's a beach. So we'll just drive around and see what viewpoint we think we'll go to.
Now fueled with food, we were ready for the last part of our trip. It's also usually around this time in the day when Mila loses the plot for a good half an hour.
Dad! Dad!
We've made it to the first viewpoint. The drive up here along the coast is absolutely stunning. Like, you obviously go through the city, the hustle and bustle, and then you get to the coast and it's so beautiful. And I think today the weather is just helping so much as well. But you can just see the tips of the Golden Gate Bridge as you're driving over. So we're looking forward to checking it out from the viewpoint over here.
After getting our first glimpse of the bridge from the car, we couldn't wait to get out and see it in all its glory. And to top it off, we found a swing which made a certain little lady very happy.
Well, it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, definitely. Another one ticked off.
But we are about to jump back in the car and drive across the bridge because we're here. So, you know, why would you not want to drive across the bridge?
We have found a much better location. We drove about 5 minutes down the road from where we first were, and we found a car park called Battery East. So guys, look out for that car park. You can park for an hour for only $3, and this is the view.
Now it's back in the car and we're going to drive across the bridge.
Take two.
The iconic Golden Gate Bridge will indefinitely be on your list to see during your trip to the city. We would totally recommend visiting at sunset.
We are heading up to our last viewpoint of the day near Battery Spencer, and the light is just so beautiful and perfect right now. And from below we've seen people up on the ridge walk into this viewpoint and it looks amazing. So I'm hoping it's just even better when we get to the top.
One less for you.
We're literally rushing because I think the sun's gonna go just behind the mountain in a minute and we don't want to miss the light.
I'd say this is a popular sunset spot.
Yeah, how amazing.
It's so cool. What a great place to come and watch the sunset over the bridge.
The vibe up here at sunset is one not to miss. We saw wedding photos being taken, gender reveals being discovered, and just generally lots of love and positivity in the air. We're so glad we decided to come here at the end of the day to watch the sunset on not only San Francisco, but on our time in this incredible city.
Guys, that is it. That is our 48 hours up in San Francisco.
We have had the best time. We only wish that we had more time, but we hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have.
Don't forget to tune in next week where we carry on our road trip. We are going to one of the biggest national parks in America and a bucket list destination for us.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go for so long. So please, if you made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe. It really does help. And we'll see you next week.